My question for you is, my daughter has student loans. They're in groups. I think she's got 4 different groups, and the largest one she owes about $5,600 on,
Mm-hmm.
and the payment on that one is about the same as if she would take the other ones and add the payments together on those.
Oh, wow.
Okay, would it be better if she paid off the larger one and took that money and added it to the smaller ones, or pay off all the small ones and pay on the larger one?
Yeah, well, it's a tough call, but I generally like people to get a sense of accomplishment and pay off the smallest one, and then using that money to pay off the next smallest one, and so on and so forth. So by the time you get to the big one, you've got a lot of free cash flow. You've got, you should be able to, she should be able to pay that other one off in no time, because she's combining all the payments from the other 3. She's now got that money free, and she's paying that towards the bigger one, and it won't take long to pay that off. But I think, I obviously the bigger one probably has a higher interest rate, maybe not, but it just might be because it's a higher amount. But that's what I would do. I would get after the little ones and start freeing up cash flow immediately, sooner rather than later. Then take the combined cash flow from that to the next one, and then on to the big one. And I think that'll work out really well for her. It's not what everybody else would tell her to do, but that's how I would tell her to do it.
Okay, let me throw this at you then.
Okay.
She has a couple of CDs and a couple of savings bonds. If she cashes those in, she could pay off all of the small ones and then take that money and add to the larger ones that she would be making the payments on. Understand?
Yeah, I understand. Does she have any, but would that be depleting her savings? Is she married, or is she in the workforce?
She's working and raising a 4-year-old by herself.
Okay. So I get nervous when so you have a single mom that's working hard and trying to raise her child. And you know how it goes, stuff happens. I don't want her savings to be totally depleted. That's the only thing that scares me. I like what you're saying. I like the idea. I like the idea of going ahead and using those monies to get rid of the little ones, free up the cash flow. I like doing that, but I don't want her to get in a bind because she doesn't have any savings, and then she's going to have to get in debt. You know what I mean? And to fix that.
Yeah, well, that's what we're trying to do, is reduce some of the debt, and the student loan debt has been going on for several years now.
Yeah.
And it seems like we're not getting anything accomplished with them.
Yeah. You're not.
Now that we finally got them somewhat low enough to where we could cash some of these in and pay a couple of them off, just trying to reduce that debt there.
Yeah. No, you're right. You're right in the way you're thinking. You're right in the way you're thinking. I just don't want something happen to her car and doesn't have the money to fix it. Yeah, that's all.
Okay, well, as far as her savings goes, she does have some in savings. I'm not sure of the dollar amount.
Yeah.
But through her employer, she's got a 401, she's got an IRA.
Yeah.
And all that.
Well, listen, if you think that she can get that, I like the idea of doing it. I would just say to you that the only risk is that, she's got to build her savings back up again a little bit, and that may take some time. So that's a little risky, but it might be worth her taking the chance. I think it probably would be. So I'd be okay with doing that, Andy. I think that's the way to go. Hey, remember to click the subscribe button right here on the screen. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when new content is added. And more importantly than anything, you don't want to miss all 3 live hours of Financial Issues every day from 9 to noon. And you can watch it on FISM.tv. That's FISM.tv.